Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat tonight. The guy who's my mentor, the guy I look up to, the guy who I imitate, none other than Mark Romey, the voice of the New Orleans Saints. Welcome, welcome, Mark.
Touchdown, Saints! All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be with you this evening. I will be your narrator for the crew of Proteus 2024. We've got an exciting parade ahead. It's a beautiful parade, and we'll be describing it float by float. And as we have these wonderful groups, as you saw, the NOPD communications van just led the way, as they always do for all parades, to make sure that the city and the streets are safe for everyone to enjoy a great Mardi Gras. Is everybody having a good time this evening? All right. How many of y'all are going to be here all night for Orpheus as well? All right. That is a beautiful parade as well. Star-studded celebrities throwing a lot. And Proteus also, ladies and gentlemen. Proteus was founded in 1881 and is Carnival's second oldest parading organization. Proteus serves as the herdsman of Poseidon's seals and was known in Greek mythology as the shepherd of the ocean. The old man of the sea possessed the gift of prophecy and could change shape at will. From its first procession, Proteus has presented elaborate parades and tableau balls. In 1893, the men introduced the custom of call-outs, whereby ball maskers invite ladies in attendance to dance. After retiring from the parade scene from 1993 to 1999, Proteus made a triumphant return in the year 2000, when it became the first crew to parade in 3 different centuries. Tonight, we will be rolling through the streets under the banner Commedia dell'arte, with 20 royal artist-designed floats. The theme refers to an Italian theatrical form popular in Europe from the 16th to the 18th centuries. The floats feature a variety of stock characters, including the Harlequin, Pierrot, and Columbina, plus others that reference the art form's impact on society with Punch and Judy. A highlight of the parade will be the U.S. Marine Band and the many flambeau carriers that light the way. Known for their aquatic theme, the crew throws several items. So look for these, ladies and gentlemen. The Seahorse. Throws include LED flambeau, footballs, socks, seahorse plush, and seahorse beads. More than 230 riders and 34 riding lieutenants also throw the silver and red doubloons, or the sovereigns. The identity of Proteus is a secret and never revealed. The procession rolls to its annual ball at the New Orleans Marriott, and it began this evening at the corner of Magazine and Napoleon. It has now reached Harmony Circle and should be here just shortly, ladies and gentlemen. So it's great to be with you this evening, and we'll be calling out each float and each unit as it goes on. So we'll get some more music happening here until we get the rest of the parade going. Thank you. right. As we said earlier, they keep our streets safe this evening and ensure that you have a wonderful Mardi Gras.
I'm leaving here today. Yes, I'm going back home to stay. Yes, I'm going to You used to be my only. Tell I was on my morning. No use for getting caught. I will see you by and by.
You'll be seeing, ladies and gentlemen, the 11th captain of the crew of Proteus and his many hued lieutenants escort the music-filled Mystic Crew into another magical Lindy Gras night. These wooden-wheeled wagons that carry this parade date back to the 19th century. 19th century, ladies and gentlemen, the era of flambeau-illuminated spectacles drawn by mules through the cobblestone streets of New Orleans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome riding lieutenants, crew of Proteus. Hail Proteus! Happy Mardi Gras! Again, this year's theme honors Commedia dell'arte, the traditional street theater of Italy and beyond. First popularized in the 16th century. While often thought of as a popular entertainment of yesteryear, Proteus seeks to preserve the everlasting power. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the U.S. Marine Forces Reserve Band under the direction of Sergeant Patrick S. Potts. The Marine Forces Reserve Band. And we welcome flambeau carriers to Gallagher Hall, illuminating the parade this evening. Thank you, gentlemen, for being with us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, approaching Gallagher Hall, please welcome the 11th captain of the crew of Proteus and his many hued lieutenants, escorting the music-filled Mystic Crew into another magical Lindy Gras evening. Hail Proteus! Happy Mardi Gras! Thank you for bringing a beautiful parade to the streets of New Orleans. Hey, hail Proteus!
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Proteus. Proteus himself leads his glittering procession from his gold and pink shell astride a cascading wave. The design, shell, and wave structure of this classic originated in the 1930s. Ladies and gentlemen, hail Proteus! Proteus, welcome to Gallagher Hall. We have with us this evening Council Member Leslie Harris to welcome you on behalf of the City of New Orleans.
Hail Proteus! I hope you have a good ride and happy Mardi Gras!
All right, we have a toast coming. We pass out the microphone to Proteus for his return greeting to the City of New Orleans and Council Member Harris.
Greetings from the Proteus organization. It is my honor to represent our organization on this 143rd anniversary of our celebration on this great day. Lundy Grove, what a great day is broken through after all that crazy weather last night. We feel so fortunate. We feel so honored to be before you. We think we got a beautiful parade for you to enjoy. We can't thank your cohort, my good friend Mark Romick, for being here to announce the parade. We love the sound of his voice. New Orleans is an incredibly special place, and what makes it so extra special is the celebration of Mardi Gras. And we like to think this organization is right at the core of that. We thank you on behalf, you and all the people that work for the city of New Orleans, all of the first responders, the police force, the firemen, for everything they do to make New Orleans safe for this incredible celebration that we all enjoy so much. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and enjoy the parade. Hail Proteus.
Hail Proteus! Have a great ride, sir. Let's get that champagne toasted, and you know what to do. Hail Proteus! Everybody raise a glass. Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Have a great ride. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Proteus is leading this glittering procession from his gold and pink shell. The design, shell, and wave structure of this classic originated in the 1930s. Once again, the crew of Proteus, founded in 1881, with Proteus leading the way. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are so excited to welcome to Gallier Hall the pride of Mid-City. Please welcome Warren Easton High School. And a shout out to Miss Asia and Mr. Fisher and the entire Warren Easton Charter High School band. Happy Mardi Gras, Warren Easton. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Eastern High School. And now please welcome our lieutenants riding and leading the way of the beautiful Proteus parade this evening. Welcome, riding lieutenants. Following riding lieutenants is float number 2. This is our title float, Commedia dell'arte, as Proteus emerges from the swirling waters he is escorted by his colorful creatures of the sea. The old man of the sea reveals the realms of the Commedia dell'arte. Float number 2, ladies and gentlemen, our title float. Commedia dell'arte. El Proteus. El Proteus. All right. And now, please, coming up, should be Eleanor McMahon's secondary band under the direction of Lawrence Robinson. No, we don't have that. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. All right, that happens in Mardi Gras. Groups move around on us. We welcome Dr. Martin Luther King High School Marching Band. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dr. Martin Luther King High School Marching Band. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Martin Luther King High School Marching Band. Our third float approaching, ladies and gentlemen. 1881, the dawn of Proteus. This float is based on the design of the King's Car from the very first Proteus parade. This faithful reproduction of the wing-like fins reflects the colors of the rainbow. The glittering scales shed flashes like a million diamonds in the ever-changing illumination of this magnificent float. Please welcome float number 3, the Dawn of Proteus. The Dawn of Proteus. Hail Proteus!
Wouldn't you like to get paid? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Hail Proteus! And we welcome our riding lieutenants to Gallagher Hall. Have a great ride, gentlemen. Thank you for being out on the streets of New Orleans. Hail Proteus! Our next float, ladies and gentlemen, is Fabula Atalena. Long before the birth of Commedia dell'arte, ancient Romans delighted in the comedic comedic street theater of the Fabula Atalena. Despite the millennium that separates the two, the pantomimes and stock characters remain all too familiar. Hail Proteus! Thank you. Hail Proteus! All right, let's get some music going there. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Roots of Music. Good. And we welcome riding lieutenants of the crew of Proteus, Hail Proteus. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen. Float number 6 now approaches us. This is El Dottore Valanzoni. El Dottore Valanzoni. The doctor reminds ever proud of his intellectual elitism, which makes him blind to his own buffoonery. He is convinced he is the expert on any topic and takes any opportunity he can to pontificate, no matter how obvious his ignorance is to his bemused audience. Il Dottore Valanzoni.
Oh, when the saints marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, oh, when
Welcome,
the
float number 6, Il Dottore Valanzoni. Hail Proteus. Hail Proteus. Thank you, float number 6. Very generous. All right. All right, I know we have some Saints fans out there. You know how we say, move them chains, right? Well, tonight we're going to say, move them bees. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Benjamin Franklin, Middle Mathematics and Science School. Welcome, Benjamin Franklin Marching Band. much, Benjamin Franklin. Happy Mardi Gras.
Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun.
And now we have approaching our next float, which is float number 7, Columbina. Now, Columbina may be a lowly servant, but her wit and curves allow her to hold all the cards. Her heart belongs to Arlecchino, but she will never hesitate to use her wiles to trick the wealthy Pantalone into doing her bidding. Float number 7, Columbina. El Proteus.
Drumming my six string on my
Incoming.
front porch.
Incoming.
Smell a little shrimp, they're beginning to boil.
All right, Proteus, looking good.
Wasting away again in Margarita.
All right, everybody sing this one.
Searching for my
lost shaker of salt.
salt, salt, salt. Some people, there's a
All right, float number 7. Y'all are very generous.
nobody's
Really
fault.
generous tonight.
Don't know the reason. Stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty. I'm Mexican cutie. How they got here, I haven't a clue.
Everybody sing.
Wasting away in Margarita. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Salt, salt, salt. Some people claim that there's a flame. Now I think, hell, it could be my fault. I'm so whatever you want to do
Y'all know the words, let's go.
is all right.
You say it.
Feel so brand new, but your baby, I want to spend my life with you.
Everybody, y'all gonna say it for Mardi Gras.
We say sin, baby, Captain Charles. Since we've been together, ooh, loving you forever, is what I need.
Everybody say it.
Be the one you come to. You say it. Never be untrue.
Everybody from out of town, I want y'all to say it.
Ooh, baby.
I can't hear you say it. Everybody say it. From New Orleans.
From you.
Time.
Times are good and bad. Woo.
DJ Captain Charles.
Yeah.
Everybody from New Orleans and out of town.
Ladies and gentlemen, float number 7. Thank you for your generosity. ROTC. Thank you for your service. There we go. Thank you very much. Thanks for your service. Our next float is approaching is number 8, Pulcinella. Everybody say that after me. Pulcinella. That was good. The Rabelaisian Pulcinella will never be satisfied when it comes to food and drink. This pot-bellied humpback Neapolitan thinks only of himself, but often in his opportunities, cunning antics, he inadvertently saves the day for everyone else. Please welcome float number 8, Pulcinella. Hail Proteus! Welcome float number 8, Hail Proteus! All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, is Pierre Capto. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Pierre Capto Marching Band. Under the direction of Eddie Johnson, Pierre Capto. Thank you, Pierre Capto. Thank you, chaperones. Close behind Pierre Capto is float number 9, Isabella. Isabella is a strong-willed, flirtatious love interest. Originally created by the 16th century actress and playwright Isabella Andreini, she marks the first character to be played by a female actress as opposed to a male actor in costume. We welcome float number 9, Isabella.
How you feel, brother?
Float number 9, Isabella.
So much fun, brother.
Hail Proteus. And we welcome our riding lieutenants here at Niagara Hall. Hail Proteus. And now we have float number 10, Inamorata. Inamorata, or lovers, are a set of stock characters overcome with their passion for each other. Beautiful and dressed in the most fashionable contemporary clothes, their romance serves to push the plot towards mayhem. Float number 10, Inamorata. And right behind float number 10, we welcome Bel Air High School. Bel Air High School Marching Band. Welcome, Bel Air. production of Melissa Drake. Thank you, McKinley Senior High. Thank you, chaperones. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, McKinley High School Marching Band. And you know, the leadership of all these carnival crews are made up of the captain and his lieutenants, or her lieutenants, depending on the parade. Tonight we have our colorfully hued lieutenants riding horseback. Please give them a round of applause. They have worked year-round to put this beautiful parade together for you, for our visitors, for our citizens, and to ensure that Proteus lives on. Hail Proteus! Hail riding lieutenants! All right, hail Proteus! Now approaching is our next float, number 12, English Pantomime. As Commedia troops traveled far and wide, so did their influence on other nations. The antics of Harlequin and his cast of zany characters were popular with British audiences through the pantomime. Pantomime actor Joseph Grimaldi revolutionized the genre, a new type of entertainment, the modern clown. Welcome, float number 12, English Pantomime. Good to see you, Proteus. Hail, Proteus. There you go. And now we welcome from Abita Springs, Louisiana, the Urban Cowboys Riding Club. And we welcome our riding lieutenants to Galliard Hall. Thank you, gentlemen. Beautiful parade this evening. Thank you. Hail, Proteus. Our next float, number 13, Polichinella. The long-arm of Chinella's cultural influence can be seen in Polichinella. Hailing from France, this crude trickster becomes an icon of not only French theater, but the region's carnival. His lavishly adorned potbelly and humpback have been a common sight at a traditional Norwegian Bullfrog celebration. Float number 14, Polichinella. Welcome, Proteus. Spot a cup. And now please welcome Greenville High School Marching Band. leadership of the crew of Proteus, working year-round to present this beautiful tableau on the streets of New Orleans. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, our riding lieutenants. Happy morning. Good to see you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Kirby High from Memphis, Tennessee. Give it up. Thank you for coming all the way down from Memphis, Tennessee. Kirby is under the direction of James Thomas. Kirby High School Marching Band. Thank you, Kirby. Memphis, Tennessee. Right behind Kirby, ladies and gentlemen, we have float number 15, Harlequinade Ballet. The antics and romantic pursuits of our hero, Arlecchino, live on in the genre of Harlequinade Ballet. In these comedic ballets, classic commedia dell'arte characters and plot lines are given the full spectacle through choreographed dance. We welcome float number 15, Harlequinade Ballet. And we have a good chance group right behind float number 15 and more riding lieutenants, followed by float number 16, Pantalone. This wealthy old Venetian merchant believes he holds all the power, driven by money and status. Some pride often leads him to being outwitted by those he believes to be inferior. Please welcome our jazz band and riding lieutenants. Crew Proteus. And here we go, float number 16, Pantalone. Y'all say that after me. Pantalone. Oh, we're going to be speaking Italian by the time this evening's over with. Float 16, Pantalone. Happy Mardi Gras. Looking good, Proteus. Right. And now please welcome Baker High School, Symphony of Soul, from Baker, Louisiana. Thank you for being down here, ladies and gentlemen. Baker, Louisiana. Baker High School. float 18. And that's going to be followed by float 19, Punch and Judy. As our dear friend Puccinella travels west, we see him again transformed by regional. In this case, our humpback fool has become the puppet, Mr. Punch, accompanied by his wife Judy and a cast of outlandish characters. He provides an iconic brand of slapstick humor that has entertained the British public for 400 years. Float number 19, Punch and Judy. Happy Mardi Gras, Proteus. Looking good. Oh, I love it. Happy Mardi Gras, Proteus. Thank you. I'm going to get that one. I see you. All right. All right, now we have the Jukebox Heroes. Please welcome the Jukebox Heroes. Hey, happy Mardi Gras, Jukebox Heroes. Bring a little Mardi Gras fashion to the streets. And our final float for this year's Crew of Proteus, Maschera di Carnaval. The lasting influence of Commedia dell'arte is never clearer than the festooned streets of Venice during Carnival. The masks of Arlecchino, Pantalone, and Colombina can be seen peacocking down the narrow pathways and canals, decked out in the finest fabrics and embroidery. All together now, Maschera di Carnevale. Happy Proteus, happy Mardi Gras. Hail Proteus. That's right, I'm gonna get the next one. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful parade, gentlemen. Beautiful parade. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the New Orleans Police Department. Thank you. Thank you, men and women behind the badge, keeping us safe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the spectacular pageant of the Crew of Proteus. And Proteus invited you to join him next year for another mystic Mardi Gras pageant, presented in the unique traditional style of Mardi Gras Carnival. So stay where you are, ladies and gentlemen, because in just a little while, you've got the Crew of Orpheus.
Y'all ready? Let's go. Welcome to Mardi Gras. It's time to warm up a little bit. Let's go. Welcome to the Big Easy. DJ Captain Charles. Let's go. Hey.